What's up, guys? Well, we got good news, bad news, great news, horrible news, and a lot of work to do. So, where do we start? Uh, I guess some of the good news is y'all heard Hobby Wing is replacing my Fusion Pro, but the bad news is it's not going to be here until like Tuesday, I think. Monday or Tuesday, they're saying maybe. And the reason that's bad news is because some of the great news is Saturday, some guys are putting together a little 1/10 scale tractor pulling event for the 1/10 scale crawlers with the legit tractor pulling sled. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but they're awesome. If you ever watch real tractor pulling, you know it's awesome. So if y'all have ever done it, let me know in the comments. What should I expect? What do I need to do to be prepared for something like that? Like I say, he's got the legit sled that the weight comes up it as it pulls further and further. They got some rules. I don't know all the rules, but I'm thinking they're going to let us run 2S and 3S, but nothing bigger than that. And they said something about a weight limit on the trucks, about 8 pounds or so, but I don't know if they're sticking to that, because I hope not. Because I know when I'm done getting the high trail ready for this, it's going to weigh more than 8 pounds. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. So that was some of the good news, and then the bad news, and some more good news, and then some more bad news is I got a bad toothache. My face is swollen up. It's kind of hard for me to talk a little bit, but we got some penicillin, or amoxicillin, I suppose, from the doctor today. We're good to go there. We'll be fine by Saturday, I'm sure. Now, I did try to do a little bit on this here little feller, because we want to make this into an ATV. I really want to make that a four-wheeler. I think it's going to be awesome. But the only way I'd be able to use these portals here is if I had bigger hardware. And the only way I can go to bigger hardware to fit these, like the screws are fatter, I would have to drill the holes on everything I'm using to fit the fatter screws, like these shocks. Or I'd have to get different suspension and all that. So my easiest bet would be to use the axles it has, because I do have one rear axle kind of for parts. It even has brass on the end of it. It's got some brass hexes on it. It just doesn't have like the pinion sticking out or whatever it's called there. But I could take the two. I could fix the rear one. Now I'm missing. It's missing the front shaft here. Might be broke or whatever. I have everything to put it together. Put the tires on it. Have 3-wheel drive. Well, actually, I wouldn't even have front-wheel drive, because I just noticed I'm missing the front dry shaft as well. So I can make it a 2-wheel drive 4-wheeler for now. So that's on the back burner, because I got to do so much before Saturday now. But anyway, if anyone has an SEX 24 or an FMS 24, something that's scrap but just has a few parts you'd want to donate, let me know. I could use all the parts I can get to try to figure this out. Alright, well, that's enough rambling about that. I'm going to clear my desk off a little bit. We're going to get everything ready for Saturday. And by doing so, we're going to swap tires on a couple rigs, and then we got to get the hauler completely back together with a new ESC motor. We're going back to the Hobby Wing 1080, 21 turn Trailmaster. That's the way we rolled before. And if my motor comes before Saturday by chance, we will definitely swap it. But for now, we got to put all that back in. I got to put some headlights in this body. It's something I wanted you guys to tell me in the comments. Do you think I should keep the old Ford F-150 on here for a while? You like it? I'm going to make it look a little better and change it to a Blazer later. I mean a Chevy. Or should I go back to the original body? Let me know what you think. But for now, whenever I run this body, I don't have headlights. It only has the back lights here, and then that's not there. So we got to put lights in it. We're changing all the tires all the way around it. These foams are shot. The tire racks are great on rocks and stuff. It always does good no matter what you put on this truck. But we're taking these off finally. They're shot. Look at that. I'm going to put these on the back of it all the way around. 2 of these have dual stage. The other 2 do not. But it's okay. We'll put one on each side. It'll hold the weight just fine. We're putting these back onto the high trail, because these are just massive weight inside. And if it's too heavy for the comp, if they weigh us and we're over the limit, because they are doing a limit, I believe. We'll just have to do some swapping then. But I'm putting them on there. I'm going to be ready with my best tires I think I got. And what I mean by heavy, watch this. That's a regular one. They're like 1 pound a piece almost. I got 2 rolls of them lead weights in each one. That's the way they were when I got them, I think. But I put way too much glue to ever take these off and put on bead locks now. I wish I wouldn't have. They were already glued when I got them, but they were coming loose, and I didn't have no other rims, so I just went to town with some glue. Now they're good to go, but they're permanent to these wheels forever. For sure. Anyway, complete redo on this truck. Wheels and tires on most everything else. I need to get started. Let me make room. Start doing what we got to do. I'll be back. And you know what? While I'm doing that, check out this little clip of me running these tires on this truck. I want to know what you guys think. Should I step it up to the bigger tire or do what I'm thinking? I went ahead and put these back on because I like the smaller ones, but I want better. I want to go to like an in-between size. I want to go to a 1.7 instead of these big 1.9s. These are a 1.9 rim, I believe, but these tires are just stretched on them. They're 1.7s, but I need something in between. Let me know what you think. Check out this little clip while I'm working. Alright. Now, I'm gonna admit they're a little big, but you gotta say, man, they look good. That truck, it would perform pretty good. I'm not gonna cut the body for those tires, though. And what's funny is I just went through all that stank about getting these small shocks so I could run my small tires, but then I go and put these on there. But this is actually just for looks. I'm not even probably going to run it like this. It's going to rub too hard. And look at that drag, though. I mean, you can't knock these little motors, I'm going to tell you. So happy Hobby Wing is replacing my other one. Come on, let's not slip all the way down. Come on. Don't lose my little rock back here. Ooh, I got so lucky on the back here. I thought if that rock would have kept sliding, we would have been done. This is an awesome little truck, man. I ain't gonna lie. It made that look easy, didn't it? No, I better stop talking about it, though. Nice. You guys think I could have done that with them little tires? I already know the answer to that is no. I tried. Ta-da. Well, alright, I'll tell you something funny. I've been short on lug nuts for a while. That's why you see that stud on there, on that tire. No, I just happened to grab this pack of center caps from up here. Been sitting up here this whole time. Looked in the bottom, and you can see there's 4 lug nuts brand new still in this pack. I forgot about. But anyway. Alright, well, I'm going to put the headlights in for the front of the truck. I got this little strand that's got 4 clear bulbs. So I decided I'm going to do headlights and the side markers. And even though those are amber, I'm going to take 2 of these bulbs and we're going to dunk them in the amber paint and let them dry for a few minutes. And that will help keep these from being too white when they light up. Now I was debating, did I want to put them in the front or do I want to put them up here? But I want them on the side. So when you look at the truck, all them side ones are lit up and so is this front one. So let's just take this off here. Let's see. I done shook it up once. I done this a while back and it turned out okay, you know. They're not as bright as if you were to just buy amber bulbs apparently, but it works. Let's just get 2 of these on out. Get 2 done. And we'll just sit them right here for a minute. I'll find a better way to hang them. Let's just hang them right here. Oops, sorry. There we go. We'll let those dry a few minutes. And I'll do a second coat on those, because even though it's amber, they turn more yellow once they're lit up. But being behind this dark plastic, it should still look pretty good. So, just something I've been doing that for a while when I don't have the right bulbs. It works out okay. Alright, well, we got everything installed. All the ESC, the motor, all that good stuff. I got the lights painted up here waiting to dry. And then I realized I forgot I don't have my receiver in there. I took this out and had it in my Toyota right there, so I had to steal that back. So let me throw that in real fast. So alright guys, we got this truck back up and running. Tires changed. Lights installed. All the electronics are back at it. So for now, we'll just hopefully before Saturday our Fusion Pro comes in. But they're already gave me the estimated Monday or Tuesday, I think. So it's not looking good for the comp. Not for the tractor pulling comp. Well, it sucks when you get used to them brushless motors and then you go back to brushed. But it ain't bad. I think I got to reprogram this hobby wing. That's what it is. But honestly, I think it looks pretty good with them wheels. So alright guys, it's the next day. As you've seen, we got that truck back together. Motor, ESC, tires, we put lights in it, everything. It's good to go. We went ahead and put my 1.9 mudslingers on my wife's bug. If we decide to try to tug something with it, we need some traction on the dirt. So we went with the mudslingers. They fit on there really nice. Those wheels are made for a TRX4. I did try to go ahead and put these on there because the rims look great on there. But without wheel extensions, they will rub the portals. And I have to use these ones for these tires on my other vehicle. These kind are alright, but they're too long right here. They need sanded down because they rub against the portals if you tighten them too tight. So those have to be changed. Anyway, we're going to put the Mudslinger 2.2s back on the high trail for this tractor trailer pull thing, the sled pull. I'm going to show you guys something though. The reason I'm putting these back on here, I mentioned it before, we're set on ounces now. My front ones weigh a little more than the back ones. These are the front ones. I hate trying to get these to stay. But look at here, this is the lighter one of the two. 15.38 ounces, almost a pound. I think this one's even just a touch heavier, which like 7 something. Yeah, see that one there's 15.78. Like I say, right at a pound almost. 16's a pound, I believe. So the back ones are a little lighter. Those weigh around 14 because they have one less weight. When I got 2 rolls of these big lead square weights in here. They were given to me that way actually. But the back ones have one less in each one. That's why they're a little bit lighter. Alright, that's a pretty cool view. I looked down and my camera's leaning against these tires. And that's the view it was getting. I was like, oh, that's good. I'm going to take a picture. So anyway, I did take my scales around. I weighed each corner of this truck to figure out, you know, which was the heaviest corner so I can figure out which tire I should put on there because each of my tires have a different weight. And believe it or not, it's like they were already planned out that way because these are a directional tire. If I was to switch sides, it wouldn't be the right way. But yet, each one of them, when you put them where they should go for the weight to match the truck, right? Because this is like my heaviest front corner. So I put my lighter front tire right here. And being this is the lighter front corner, I put the heavier front tire. And they actually were the right direction, front and back. Got lucky. So anyway, enough of that. One more thing. Now, see, here's the wheel spacers I have to use with these tires. Otherwise, these rims will rub, even though they're 2.2s. I'm running 10 millimeter. But when you buy these Endura deep dish wheels, these are 1.9 rims, but they're the deep dish. You can see the spacers all the way past the back almost. These wheels by themselves without no spacers is the same as running a 10mm spacer. See, now look at, like, this side's not even bolted on yet, but when you look at this side compared to that side, they're basically, they're the same. You know, the spacings are right where it should be. Up top, down bottom. I can't really get the right view here where I'm looking, but you get what I'm saying. So that's just something to note when you buy these deep dish rims from Endura. You do not have to use the wheel spacers. They stick out real nice. They stick out perfect, I think, because look at the rest of the truck. It does perfect. They'll be going right back on here just as soon as I get done with this little competition we're having. Oops, I forgot I got to use these nuts here. These nuts. Oh, never mind me. Let me get this finished. Alright, now, that's the look we've been waiting for to come back, ain't it? I kind of like those wheels after all. I definitely like the Mudslinger 2.2s. I wish they were on white wagon wheels. Now, we will be going back to the wheels I had on it after this. And these foams are just destroyed, but I think it's going to get the job done if it lets me run this. If he lets me run it with being overweight, I'm sure. I don't know how much overweight, but it's overweight. Never mind my ice pack over here. That's ice pack in a sock. Keep my tooth from being swelled up too much. Oh yeah, and that's that $100 servo after 1 year. Don't forget, this tire is a pound. That tire is a pound almost. If you add the wheel extension weight, they are a pound, and it's still. So, I think Traxxas did a good job on that servo. It's worth the $100. Alright, that one's ready for tomorrow. We'll park it, move on to the next one. Alright, before we move on to the next vehicle, which I think will be the Ecto, I was thinking, I don't know how we're going to pull a sled with this thing. I have been planning on putting this chain back here. I ain't going to have that much slack, but this is just going to be for when we're out. If she gets stuck and I need to pull, or she needs to pull somebody else out, I'm going to use a chain like that, I believe. But pulling this here sled, you most likely might need a bumper. So I dug out her bumper off the Bronco. And we're just gonna take it with us. If we can't, if we gotta have a bumper, we got a bumper. We could put a winch on that bumper, can't we? Good Lord. But hey, it'll do its job, If we need to pull a trailer or something, it's there. It's hideous, but it's there. Anyway, we'll take this with us, a couple screws, and we'll have a bumper. Sounds like a plan, don't it? I think a couple D brackets there, but the main thing is I can't mount too much because you notice I slide the body on there. These stick out. I got Velcro on the front, I raise it up and I slide it back. So whatever's back here has to be able to come off to take the body off. Unless I go Velcro back here too, which I don't want to do. But as of right now, it's okay. Alright, well, I went ahead and slapped these on the Ecto because, well, they were already here. And I think they're going to do great on that truck. They sure do look good. Man, I think those look, you know, it's funny how one wheel can look one way on one vehicle and then look so much different on another, but this truck calls for something like that. I mean, man, that thing looks good. You know what I would like to have on this truck, but it would end up being way too slow because it doesn't have a second speed for one thing. Plus you can't mount them because they only mount to portals, is them tracks. I think those tracks would look so good on a truck like this. But anyway, I got everything pretty much, you know, all ready to roll. That truck's ready, that truck's ready, that truck's ready, the bug is ready. I still have the tracks on the Blazer, but I'm thinking about leaving them just to see how it does, you know. If he'll let me pull it once like that, why not, you know? So, if not, I was thinking about trying to put these big old axial rip saws on there, big 2.2s up here, right there. They might grab in some dirt. They're no good for rock climbing, I can tell you now. But they might grab dirt. So, I don't know. Well, alright. Getting ready to pack up some tires and stuff into the bag, and geez, I think I got more tires to take with than I do trucks. I've already put my best tires on the trucks, but I'm figuring, you know, we are going down there to have some fun. Don't know how long I'll be there or who all's going to be there, who might want to try some different tires. Maybe I'll need to swap tires. People might rip their tires, you know, stuff like that happens. So I'm going to pack some extra tires with. Pretty much all these are on 2.2 wheels, even these, but these are 1.9 Hyrax tires here, but they're on a 2.2 wheel. These are what I've had on the back of the hauler for the longest time. They're super soft though. They're made more for crawling than any kind of dirt probably. Then I was just looking, and so I got these. Those are Proline Hyrax. They look wide because they're on these 2.2 wheels. These are no name. I got some generic Super Swampers up there that have no name, or they have generic Super Swamper on them, but look at the same exact tread pattern. Okay, let's see. These are definitely knockoffs. They got like little camel hooves on them all. They got, some of them have like 3 in the design. Then you come down and you got only 2. Well, there's 3 here, 4 there, or something like that. Then you get over here, it's the same way. You got 3 here, 4 there. So, even though these are blank, and they're definitely a lot stiffer than these for sure, we're going to take them. Maybe someone want to try them. You never know. We're going to have fun. We got all the rigs ready. We got the whole stacks going with us. I decided I'm taking the Toyota, and I just might throw these back on there again after all, just to try to pull the trailer. Why not, right? So, that's where we're at. I'm going to throw everything in my bag. We'll pretty much see you guys there tomorrow. So, stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And yeah, tune in for tomorrow. We're going to do some sled pulling. Peace, everybody.